In this video, we will be discussing how a lack of sleep, also called sleep deprivation, affects learning and memory. This video is the partner of the video entitled Hints for a Good Night's Sleep. Of all the things that one might do to improve their ability to learn and remember, getting proper sleep is at the top of the list. How much sleep does one need on a daily basis? The average adult needs 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night. The average teenager needs 9 to 10 hours of sleep per night. If you are getting less than the recommended amount of sleep, you are inhibiting your brain's normal processes for reviewing, sorting, and storing new information. Not getting sufficient sleep over many years can lead to an increased risk of dementia and other neurodegenerative diseases. There is a very uncommon gene mutation called DEC2, where some people are able to operate at optimal levels on only 6 to 6.5 hours of sleep per night. However, this mutation is so rare that UC Berkeley sleep researcher Dr. Matthew Walker says that the percentage of the population that has this mutation rounded to a whole number is 0. So it is extremely unlikely that you have this mutation, and you likely need at least 7.5 to 8 hours of sleep per night. During sleep, while your body rests and rejuvenates, your brain is busy processing information from the day before and forming memories. Inadequate sleep performance negatively impacts all aspects of the learning process, including acquisition, consolidation, and recall. Acquisition and recall suffer in the most recognizable way. It is simply more difficult to concentrate when we are sleep deprived. This affects our ability to focus on and gather information presented to us, and our ability to remember even those things we have learned in the past. The less obvious but possibly more profound impact of sleep deprivation on learning is the negative effect it has on memory consolidation. Many of the fundamental structures of our cells, including brain cells, are proteins. Proteins are created in a process called protein synthesis. Sleep deprivation leads to impaired protein synthesis in the brain. This prevents the production of the fundamental units needed for memory formation at the physical level. The effects of sleep deprivation on cognition include increased incidence of microsleeps or nodding off, increased errors in commission and omission, more mistakes, decreased psychomotor performance, a decline in working memory, increased tolerance of risk, impaired performance on attention-intensive tasks, and increased distractibility. All of these effects have a negative impact on learning and memory formation. Even a single night of poor sleep, or a complete lack of sleep, can have a dramatic impact on the brain's ability to learn and remember. A single night of sleep loss makes it difficult to pay attention, increases irritability, and lessens one's ability to control their anger. It impairs memory formation and recall, and increases risk-taking and impulse control. Your reaction time is slowed, and your immune system is depressed, leading to a higher chance of illness. What do difficulties paying attention, increased irritability, lack of emotional control, increased risk-taking and impulsivity, and a slowed reaction time have in common? Car accidents. A sleep-deprived driver is a dangerous driver. There are more car accidents and road fatalities caused by sleep-deprived drivers each year than drugs and alcohol combined. Keep that in mind the next time you choose to get behind the wheel when sleep-deprived. So you've just spent all day studying for your upcoming exam. You've worked diligently and feel prepared. Then you sleep poorly. Could be too much caffeine, too much stress, too much screen time, etc. Sleep loss leads to impaired memory formation because the brain does not have sufficient time to create new pathways for the recently learned information. Therefore, the memories never get properly consolidated. So the results of all of your hard work to learn new things are dramatically diminished. Research suggests that sleeping following new learning allows for memory consolidation. If the opportunity for memory consolidation is lost, such as when a student pulls an all-nighter, it generally cannot be made up for. Even if the sleep is recovered on subsequent nights by extending the time asleep, the brain will be less able to retain and make use of the information gathered on the day before the all-nighter. You can see how important sleep is to academic performance. Consistent practice with consistent sleep will yield the best long-term results. So the next time you think about staying up all night to cram for a test, remember that in the long run, you will lose most of that information because your brain never had the chance to consolidate those memories. Have you heard the old adage that you should sleep on it? Well, this is really excellent advice, as your brain is working, practicing, and consolidating memories of new information while you sleep. When you learn something new, the best way to remember it is to sleep on it. Your brain will strengthen memories formed throughout the day and work to link those memories to previous memories. Your brain also works out new and creative solutions while you sleep. If you need to remember something important, it is best to go over that information right before bed. This will focus your brain's activity during sleep on the important information. Harvard sleep researcher Dr. Robert Stickgold offers additional advice for students. Realize that the sleep you get the night after you study is at least as important as the sleep you get the night before you study. When it comes to sleep and memory, he says you get very little benefit from cutting corners. Here is an overview of the topics covered in this video. Sleep deprivation negatively affects learning and memory formation. Adults need 7 to 9 hours of sleep, and teenagers need 9 to 10 hours of sleep per night. The brain processes the previous day's learning and forms memories during sleep. Sleep deprivation impairs brain function, memory formation, and decision making. Sleep is necessary for long-term memory formation. Studying information right before sleep will promote memory formation for that information. We hope you have found this information helpful. Thank you for listening.